Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is D. In Cancer, this is your April horoscope for 2021. And just to recap, everyone starts off this year with the ancestor. Everybody's listening to their own universal beat, and they're moving forward through those birch trees. Whatever path that you're on, it's going to be different for all the signs. So, however you started out this year, is the path that you're on. And January started out with the month of rebirth. Okay, maybe you were dipping yourself into the pool, and maybe you were looking to be reborn this month after all the conflict that was going on in 2020. January, you said to yourself, you know what? I'm going to be reborn. I want to be reborn. I'm going to go through this process of doing something different. February came along, and the King of Bows came up to you. Slithered right up to you while you were sitting next to that pool. Maybe startled you a little bit. All right, but he was there to give you some kingly advice. Okay, and he's looking right at you. He's looking right at that Eight of Vessels rebirth card, and he was telling you you're on the right path. Okay, and he's asking you in the month of February. He asks you, where do you need to take charge? Where do you need to take charge in that rebirth? Okay, where is your enthusiasm leading you to be reborn during the month of February? And that's, this looks like it's going to be a year-long process. The Queen of Vessels also showed up in March. Okay, so you've got two court cards already looking toward that Eight of Vessels rebirth. Okay, and maybe that Queen is trying to get into that Eight of Vessels. Maybe she's trying to get up to this little, maybe she's trying to do that. Right? Trying to dive up into that pool to lay her eggs. And while you were, busy looking at, where you needed to take charge, in March, the Queen was asking you what's enchanting you. What's enchanting you to be reborn? Maybe instead of putting your toes into that pool, you need to, immerse yourself. All right, with what's going on. And that salmon is also asking you, what do you need to devote yourself to? She's devoted to getting up those rocks to lay those eggs. So so her ancestors can be born in the future. Where do you need to devote yourself as you're trying to be reborn? And like I said, both those cards are looking at that Eight of Vessels rebirth. All right, so what I'm going to do is the same thing as last month. I'm going to pull one card for the theme of April, Cancer, and then I'll pull four other cards for the weeks of April. Okay. So Cancer, what's going to be your theme for the month of April? How are you going to lead more into that rebirth for you? What can April bring to you to help with that rebirth? The Hooded Man. Got the Light of Hope, talking with that Page of Arrows at Ren. Okay, this month in April, it's an opportunity, as the King and Queen have been talking to you, to reflect on what they've said, to go within and let that light of hope kind of go within to the darkest reaches of yourself to find the answers. All right, this is going to be a month of reflection for you. This is going to be a month of trying to understand, what's going on inside of you to get to that rebirth. All right. So Cancer, let's look at how the rest of what the week's portraying, and I'll tie that all into the Hooded Man. During that first week of April, Cancer, just need one card. During that first week of April, it's going to be the World Tree. Something's going to come to an end. All right, and you're going to be able to walk through that tree and gain that wisdom and knowledge. Maybe you put an end to something, right? That second week, it's going to be about the Two of Vessels, attraction. All right, so you're going to be attracting something during that second week. What a great way to, your first week, you walk up to their world tree, you walk your path, you walk through the world tree, gaining that wisdom and knowledge, and then all of a sudden you're going to be manifesting something. Third week is going to be that Great Bear and Judgment. And in the fourth week, it's going to be the Nine of Arrows dedication. So, Cancer, this is what's going on in the month of April. The theme for this month is going to be the hooded man, as I said. You'll have that conversation with the page of arrows, the Ren. Okay. You're walking your spiritual path. You're listening to that universal beat. You've decided you want to be reborn. The King of Bows and the Queen of Vessels show up, to give you that advice, telling you to take charge of that rebirth, take charge of being reborn. The Queen's asking you, what's enchanting you to do that? These are some serious questions that the King of Bows and the Queen of Vessels have asked you. All right, and you've been reflecting on it now for 2 months. You're still sitting at that Eight of Vessels, that pool, that rebirth. And then the hooded man shows up, and it's asking you to, what? I feel comfortable here in the cold, alone, the solitude. And maybe this is what's happened this month in April. You're going to go into that solitude. You're going to be looking within, looking at your feelings, looking at, what is enchanting you to be reborn, asking yourself those tough questions. Where do I need to be devoted? Whether that's a relationship, whether that's work, finances. All right, it's a life lessons card here for you. And you've got 3 of them that come up. This is the theme for the month, but you've got 2 others in the weeks of April. You do have that light of hope there, which is good because that's telling you that you haven't lost that light. You still want to move forward. And the page of arrows is going to give you some great information, all right, as you focus on what's happening. That first week, as you're sitting there contemplating life, that first week, something's going to come to an end. You're going to realize it. It's going to be like a light switch going on. You're saying, you know what? I've walked this maze long enough. And now my journey's come to an end. Not your journey, but maybe the journey that you're on, the spiritual path that you're on, that the ancestor put you on. Okay, in April, you're going to look at that and you say, you know what? I'm going to do something different. In order for me to be reborn, I need to do something different. I'm tired of walking this maze. I'm going to walk through this door, and I'm going to end whatever it is. All right? And I'm going to start something new. And when I come out the other side of the world tree, I'm going to have a greater understanding. I'm going to have, better knowledge, better wisdom on how I can move forward. And as soon as you do that second week of April, all right, you're going to manifest whatever it is that you want in order to be reborn for this year, to follow your own beat, that universal beat. You're going to attract it. That's the start of your new path this month in that second week of April. Put your hand, attract. Maybe use some affirmations to attract, more finances, okay, or, a new relationship, or, a new work situation. You've realized, as you're looking within this month, you're saying, you know what, this is what I need to do. I need to end, based on what the world tree is telling me, end a cycle, and when I walk through, I'm going to have to work hard, okay, but I'm going to manifest something different. I'm going to attract people into my life. I'm going to attract new finances. I'm going to attract a new job situation. I'm going to attract new friends. I'm going to attract, new colleagues, new opportunities during the second week of April. The third week of April is represented by that great bear. Okay. It's a life lessons card. And as you are trying to attract whatever it is you want to attract, the opportunities that are going to come your way, Don't judge them. All right, let your intuition guide you. Don't be judgmental. Okay, moving forward. That's what the Great Bear is trying to tell you. All right, that you can walk, you can walk into that cave. All right, but you need to let go of the judgment. This third week, as you're reflecting this month, there may be some silly ideas that come out there for jobs or relationships or friendships, whatever it is. Have an open mind. All right. Consider every and all possibility that's out there during that third week. And in the fourth week of April, dedicate yourself to it. Whatever it is that's come up, whatever that opportunity be, whether it's career, romance, social setting, relocation, whatever it is that you sat on, that fourth week is where you become dedicated to it. Where you say to yourself, okay, this is exactly where I want to go. In order for my rebirth to happen, in order for me to take charge, or where my enthusiasm is leading me based on that King of Bows, okay, I need to dedicate myself to it wholeheartedly. Okay, I've sat back this month, I've thought about it with the hooded man, I've looked within, I'm letting that light shine, I put an end to whatever it is you put an end to. You're starting fresh. You're attracting things with that Two of Vessels. You're looking at every opportunity that's out there. And now it's time to dedicate. Dedicate yourself. Dedicate yourself to the mission of being reborn as you're listening to your own beat. So there you have it, Cancer, the Hooded Man. An opportunity to kick back this month, look within, analyze what's out there. Let that light of hope guide you. The first week, you got the World Tree. It's an ending. You're going to attract things the second week. Look at every and all opportunities in the third week with that Great Bear. And then that fourth week, just dedicate yourself to moving forward towards your rebirth. All right, Cancer. So there you have it. That's your April horoscope for 2021. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. And this is D. We'll talk to you in the month of May. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.